Hello and welcome back to Reboot Robot. I'm Carlos Charlie, and I just want to talk a little bit about San Diego Comic-Con 2022. I just want to go over it. I mean, I had an excellent time. There was a lot of sacrifices, a lot of bug bites, a lot of, I don't know, a lot of ups and downs. So let's just get to this as fast as possible because it's already been a week since Comic-Con passed, and if I wait any longer, I feel like it's gonna become stale or something. So let's just get through this. So, all right, let's see what's up. All right, so first, about the con, you had to have a bracelet for your COVID vaccine shots. There's this app that you could download, and with the app shows your vaccines and all that. So we went to Town and Country in San Diego, and there was no line at all. I mean, later on you're gonna find out how long the line is at the con to get this bracelet, but bracelet is needed, and also in order to enter the convention you need to have a mask on as well. So that made it, a little bit safer. So yeah, that was the easy part. Oh, when I got there, we met the security guard guy who was excellent. I mean, they did not want nobody on the convention grounds. Years before, you could actually be, under the tents and eventually go into the tents and just chill for a bit, in the shade. This time, we were out in the sun, in the hot baking sun by the train tracks where you're about to see right now, and it was man against nature. I swear, I almost needed to hunt for my food. I was looking for squirrels, anything to eat, but no, I'm just joking. People had food, but you'll see in a second. Oh yeah, and this video, we happened to go on the floor of the convention before it's even open. So right now you're going to see behind the scenes on how all the stuff is being kind of built. It's not a long video, but it's like, yes, we went in there. And how we got in there, all I can say is that it took some balls and confidence. That's all. I mean, just walk in like you own the place and bam, you're in there. So you're about to check this out. Right here, you're going to see the actual... this is the Star Wars booth right here. So you're going to see Star Wars booth, you're going to see Viz booth to the right, and then you're going to see Lego straight ahead. Check it out.
Dude, I want to see that Bowser, bro.
There's a Vader Lego right there. It's a Darth Vader in Lego form. So.
Oh, that's cool, man. The Street Fighter.
All right, here's the Street Fighter 6 booth, which they had these awesome HD TVs, so you go head to head with players. And supposedly my homeboy here, Eddie, who was actually in the previous picture with the guard, he's pretty much my partner in crime. Awesome guy, man. Shoutouts, much love to Eddie. He's a huge fan of Street Fighter, so am I. He actually got to play against people at the convention, and if you win a certain amount of battles, you get to go up against a professional. We're talking about an Evo professional. And he told me that he got his ass kicked, and I believe it. I mean, these professionals are no joke, so that was actually pretty cool. That's us there. We're just taking a picture behind the booths are not even set up yet, so it's just messing around. There's Eddie. That's the Studio Ghibli booth, and my neighbor Totoro right there. Awesome figure statue, whatever you want to call it. There's me taking a picture right beside it. I wish I could take this thing home. I would set it up like right by my doorway or doorstep, so anybody can come in and be welcomed by this mythical beast. So really cool. Oh, and also swag bag. Obviously, each convention has like a swag bag so that you could put your stuff in or whatever. And every year you're supposed to get a pin. This year, unfortunately, they were not giving out pins. You had to go get a pin at a booth, and these pins were like exclusive. They only made so many, so this year sucked for pins. I happened to get this only Friday one, and it says welcome back. I don't know if it's blurry or not, but awesome pin. It looks very 80s. This is a Friday pin, remember, we're on Tuesday, so I didn't get all the pins. It was a shit show for all that. So yeah, this year sucked for pins. The bags look cool. The other bag was more focused on Aquaman and Black Adam, and if you put the two bags together, you can see Black Adam's hand right there to the left. My hand's almost next to his hand, so you put them together, you get like a mural of DC superheroes. It's pretty cool. That's just the other side of the bag. Oh, and here, this is an off-site, meaning that it's not with the convention, but it does do with the convention, but it's not at the convention. This was at the Hyatt. This was for the Ninja Turtles Cowabunga collection from Konami. Now this, the first 500 players who gets to play gets a free signing with Kevin Eastman, who is of course like one of the original artists of Ninja Turtles. And so I was scoping out the place, see where the line's going to start, what time they're going to form up, all this stuff. So I wanted to be one of the first in line. And you're going to find out I became the first. I got a free shirt, I got the poster, I got everything, and it was so awesome. It was like almost like a bucket list. I got a comic signed. Anyways, I'll explain more later, but I just want to scope out the area, talk to the manager, and just plan my days. So that was cool. You're about to see here with this ugly mug right here. I already look homeless, but we're like right by the train tracks. Here is where we camped out. We slept against nature. We fought against ants, cockroaches, mice, rats, you name it. It was. I mean, I'm still burned from that day. It's been a week, so it was hell. But at least it was hell with friends. So. And those are the train tracks. Now these trains will cross every like few hours. It was hard to sleep, but eventually I fell asleep. Oh, and someone, Chris, my homeboy Chris from the group from Nerd Herd, got me some In and Out, which was very thoughtful of him. This really helped early in the night. Oh, and also thank you very much. Huge shout out to Team Nerd Herd, who actually, without this group, I wouldn't have not made it to the con. So huge shout out to them. I'll put the link in the description so you can follow them, man. They're on top of everything. They're on top of comics, toys, you name it. With them, they could, if you're getting into collecting, these are the guys to check out. If you are in collecting, these guys are still to check out because they're pretty much they're on top of everything. So I would definitely put a link down so you can check them out. So, and also a huge shout out to Leslie, who actually made these care packages for us. It had a lot of snacks, treats, stuff that kept me alive throughout the night. So without this, I probably would have died out there. So thank you very much, Leslie. Huge shout out. Hopefully I'll see you soon, or and then I'll definitely see you next year at the con, hopefully, but I'll definitely see you soon. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, and also, I mean, if things can't get any worse with the bugs and cockroaches and mice, the sprinklers come out on us to wake us up.
Gotta protect the kid. Is it I'm scared of everything, man. I'm the Asian Thor, man.
There you go, sprinkler system everywhere, all on us. Of course, the grass is green. They gotta water it somehow, right? Actually, we're in the part where the grass was dead, so it didn't wet us that much, but still, it added to the festivities of the night. Oh, there's us. That's my homeboy Mike right there, who's part of the crew. Very awesome guy. He gets shit done. And there's me, passed out with a military blanket. Somebody actually gave this to me, so, I mean, I'm feeling the homeless spirit here because I'm just out with this military blanket. We got our backpacks across the fence because the ants were getting to them. So, yep, that's how we were. You can see right there. I like this picture. These pictures have nice colors. There's the mice and rat traps right here, which was by every single 10 feet or something. You see these black boxes, which I just said they're for mice and rats. And there's me passed out with the military blanket, trying to sleep. The ants were crawling on my legs. Oh my god. It was a memorable night, but we got... Alright, so it's Wednesday. We are fresh as a lily, or brown as shit, because I was burnt, I was tired, and it was an interesting start of Wednesday for preview night, but I wanted to do the exhibition floor, of course, to get the collectibles or whatnot, signings or whatever, but I also wanted to get into Hall H, so I was kind of going back and forth for a bit, trying to do both this year, because I'd never done Hall H. I always heard about it, and Hall H has the best panels. Also, like on Saturdays, they have Marvel, DC, you hear the latest news for the movies, where they're going, the phases, so it was something really to experience. So I wanted to go to Thursday and Saturday panel. So on Wednesday, I was here at the Hall H line. We were kind of the first in line. There was a group in front of us. So we're just here trying to, chill out, establish our territory for the moment. And thank you so much for all those that made this happen. You know who you are. That was such an awesome event. So this is where we're at the moment. I think that's Roberta, and that's homeboy Ian right there to the left of me. So yes. Oh yeah, and also we got woken up by our first cosplayer, this Spider-Man. This was funny. This Spider-Man was across the street. We all, hey Spider-Man, and like he pretty much tried to jump over the curb and do like a superhero, how you say, superhero pose. You know how you go on the floor and kind of, you know how he does. He looks around, and when he jumped off the curve onto the next one, he almost fell over. he's not too, how do you say, he's not too agile, the Spider-Man, but I gotta give him props to his character. This guy's very positive. He would be a Peter Parker, but it was just funny.
You got your first cosplay shot. Yes, 2 days.
Oh, and also, we're very notorious on being like first in line for San Diego Comicon, and each time this happens, we have a reporter from some sort of news, a newscaster who always interviews us. And the best person to interview is my homeboy Eddie right there. That guy is positive, charismatic. He's the perfect guy to do the interview for. So you see him here, right here in action. Oh, and also you can see where the camera's pointed. I'm in the background, so I'm like a background dancer. You know, I could start like, you know, making my fame be in the background, kind of like how like J-Lo did in Living Color type of deal. But yeah, I don't know. I wish I had some like magic tricks to do in the background, like, you know, like pulling what's it called, like a cloth from my wrist, or from my, you know, like, oh, you know, this never-ending, you know, scarf that comes out of my wrist, or like make a dove fly out of my hands, like, oh, in the background, so I could, you know, steal the show from the background. That wasn't happening. I don't know where this link is at where you see me in the background, but if I get it, I'll post it in the comments below so you could see my ass just, you know, in the back, I guess. He actually he looked straight at me because I was doing something stupid. I was flexing like this, and I think he saw me, and he's like, hey, probably edited me out anyways or something. Alright, here's where they start moving the line. Now remember, this is preview night. Preview night starts at 6, but they move you at 12, and you move into the convention. So they move you into the convention, and you go up the escalators, and they make you snake around the whole convention until you make it right back to the escalator. So they kind of, you know, want to expand the line. It works, I guess. It's just weird.
You guys, slow down and put space in between you, so people can sit down. You don't want to be standing.
So now we're making it into the convention, like I was saying before.
Both sides work. Make sure you scan. Those lanes open. Make sure you scan your credentials.
All right, here's me going up the escalator. We're snaking around the convention. There's us right there. There's my lovely wife. You can see how now we're being packed like sardines. You can see the day before there was only like 5 of us, and now there's like hundreds of people. So yeah, we're masked up too.
Yeah, we're gonna go down in front of you on the escalators, okay?
Now these guys are the guys that we follow. They say when to go, not go, this and that, and this guy's pretty much setting the boundaries on what, you know, don't pass him. Otherwise, if you pass him, he'll take your badge away. That's how it is.
Go down the escalator, that you coming all the way up here, you waiting up here for 6. All right, I'm moving statue. Do not move. Do not move.
You can see I was saying, do not move. Do not move, meaning that don't move, otherwise he will snatch your badge. And we've seen it before where you take badges, they take people downstairs, and they're done for the year. You don't get your badge back. So these guys are serious stuff. And I've seen this guy, I think 3 years in a row, I saw this guy doing the same thing. So he knows what he's doing. He's a nice guy, actually. If you follow the rules like anything else, he's cool. So right now, this video is going to last like a minute or two. Now we're going to pretty much pass him, go down the escalators, and we're going to go on the floor. Meanwhile, shit happens, you'll see.
Okay, appreciate you.
Do not move.
There you go. There you go, Minnie.
As you can hear him say, there's 3 escalators that we're supposed to go through. One's broken, so there's only 2 to squeeze our asses into the exhibition. So you can see how packed we're going to be going down these 2 escalators.
I'm gonna slide right next to you. We're doing 2 and 2. All right, no, we're good. We're good.
right there. Now this is the COVID line. Thank God I got my wristband on Monday at Town and Country, but here there's a huge COVID line for the bracelets, and of course it's Wednesday, so people, you know, are rushing in trying to get their bracelets to probably make it at the 6 p.m. But then again, I mean, we're already forming and we're already going inside, so.
That's the COVID line?
COVID line.
Oh, that's what it was. Dude, it's gonna be a good pack.
Don't move. We ain't moving. Hey, I told him red light, green light. I thought people died. We all saw it Netflix. What happened? We're right here. Ain't nobody moving.
No, I know.
Almost there. Who's going?
Alright, as you can see here, they only have one door open. They're supposed to have this left side open as well so we could all go through. So we kind of, some people squeezed through this, but they're like, it was almost like a hazard, and they're just yelling at each other to open the door. Watch.
Open the doors. Open the doors.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Easy, guys. Easy.
Tell
Easy.
them, Mike. Open the doors.
Hold on.
Stop.
Wait.
And you're gonna see here, this happens every year, where there's like these bodyguards or these security saying, don't run, or there's like they're gonna tackle you if you run. But I mean, of course, they don't want nobody to get hurt. So I mean, but people are just so anxious. I'm impatient. I slept all night for this, so I wanted to get to the Mattel booth to get this 40th anniversary He-Man double figures. You can get them online later, but I want to get them, you know, there at the moment. I'm an impatient bastard, so I tried to, you know, beeline it to the Mattel booth.
I'm ready. Walk. Go down. I should not have to tell grown adults to walk.
Ready? Let's go here. Go, Eddie!
Now Eddie, he went left because he went to the Udon booth, and thanks to that dude, I got this. I don't know if you can see it. I'll put a picture later. Got this Chun-Li San Diego Comicon shirt. This shirt is so limited. I don't know if you can see it. I'll put a static picture up. But this shirt sold out on Thursday. Everybody wanted it on Friday and Saturday, so happy to get it. Thank you once again, Eddie, for getting this for me. It was truly awesome. I haven't taken it off yet. I've been wearing it for a whole week straight. People at work saying, do you have any other clothes to wear? But I'm joking. It's actually the first time I'm wearing it because I don't want to dirty it. It feels like the cotton on it is so awesome and everything. It feels so good, man. It's like, yeah. Anyways, but thanks again.
Okay.
This is interesting. Thank you. Very and like.
Thank you for not running in the exhibit hall.
Jordan works for you guys now too.
Good to see you. How's everything?
How excited. Yeah, we like
1, 2.
feels good, right?
Where's the line for this?
Against the wall.
Do you guys have a sign that's
Alright, now this is a down part. Now, the Mattel booth, I went there on preview night so I could take advantage of being in line first. I mean, that's the whole thing about preview night. But right when I got there, there's already hundreds of people in line. I don't know how it was possible. You see me run my ass all through the convention, and I even like went in early to see where the booth was at so I could plan on where to go, where to walk. You can see I went straight there. I was cutting through booths. And the line is capped. Now what that means is that, of course, due to fire marshal rules, I mean, understandable, you can only have a certain amount of people lined up at a booth depending on where it's located at. When it's capped, you can't stay in line. You can't stay in line till the person who is in charge of that line, I think it's a part of security or volunteer, they have a little sign saying, you know, capped or not capped. If it's capped, you can't stay next to him or her or they. You can't stand anywhere. They'll actually like boot you out, like, no, this is not a line, yada yada, no, no, no. So it was really annoying knowing that these hundreds of people, they're probably vendors. What they do here a lot in Comic-Con is that the vendor will go, I mean, of course they're there early, they're setting up shop, so even before the con opens they stand in line in the booths, and what they do with the product is they sell it at their own booths. So that's, I find that a huge downer. You're gonna hear me like be sad about it.
It's very hard to get Matt Dillon's autograph. Oh, man.
Jimmy, oh man, how can it be capped, man? That's why I went to preview night. This is why I spent the night and fought off ants and cockroaches and shit to get it being capped. I'm like still upset, even though the figure was going to be available online. Thank God it was, but it's just, it really pisses me off, man. It's like, whatever. So, nonetheless, I mean, I won a raffle for the Mondo booth. And and for the Mondo booth, of course, I'll show also a picture on it. But I got my Masters of the Universe vinyl, Mondo Special Edition vinyl. I already have it in a frame already, so I can hang it up. I hang up all my vinyls, so it's pretty cool. And this has like a flip out, you know. So when you open it, you see Castle Grayskull come out. So it's really awesome, man. Glad to get this. It was really cool. It wasn't that expensive. I think it was like 30 or something, or not sure. But also you got this cool lanyard, man. This Mondo lanyard is really, it's like it's good quality. So I was wearing this the whole time. Here's my badge and stuff. So yeah, I mean, at least I got that. And that was pretty much my Wednesday. So I mean, going to that preview night was not how you say it, or I take that back. Actually, I got a QR code from Hasbro, and with that QR code you could buy stuff online which is exclusive to the con. So yeah, I went to the Hasbro booth. I didn't take a picture of it, but with that I got the Mine Bender from Hasbro. And that was weird because they would sell out like after 10:30, so you had to log in every day at 10 to see if you can get it, even though the Mindbender was available to public like a few days after the con. So the Hasbro thing is a downer. I don't like how they're doing their exclusives either. It's very whack, but I mean, it is what it is. So that was my Wednesday. Now let's see if we could move on to Thursday. Let's check it out.
Well, that's practice. Make it